Come on in, pull up a chair, and take a load off, because today I'll be unboxing and taking a first look at Wormholes from AEG, and we'll lift off right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Welcome once again to the Duct Tape Studios. I'm Jeff McAleer, your host, here at the Gaming Gang channel. As I mentioned in the open, today I'll be taking a first look at Wormholes from AEG. It's designed by Peter McPherson with artwork provided by Karen Wong. This game is for 1 to 5 players, ages 10 and up, plays in around 45 minutes. It's going to carry an MSRP of $49.99 when it arrives in stores in July. So let's swing on over to the other camera, because here I've got Wormholes from AEG. So very quickly before we dive on in, do want to mention the fine folks over at AEG were kind enough to provide me with this review copy, but neither I nor anyone else affiliated with the Gaming Gang has received any other sort of compensation for me to share this coverage with you. And these days, it's important that you know that. I'm also going to be staying picture-in-picture up here as well. So howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's take a look at the back of the box here. Create wormholes, deliver passengers, connect the galaxy. As the captain of a passenger spaceship with a wormhole fabricator, you can become the best in the business by building a robust network of wormholes. Link the farthest reaches of space while delivering passengers to become the most successful captain in this golden age of spacefaring. Use nebulas, wild wormholes, and black holes to navigate a galaxy that changes every time you play. Whoever earns the most points by connecting planets and delivering passengers wins. All right, let's get the shrimp. Let's get the shrink wrap off. The shrimp wrap? What in the world would that be? All right. English, Jeff. Use your words. Let's open this up and take a peek. I have to point out, I had heard about this back last Gen Con with the press gathering that AEG had to talk about some of the upcoming games. And I remember this being talked about. Didn't really get to see anything from it, so I'm pretty excited to check this out. I understand, taking a guess, that this is probably going to be a bit of a route building game. Of course, obviously enough, there is pickup and delivery as well. So the objective: each player is the captain of a passenger ship capable of creating wormholes. There are wormholes next to all planets. Play continues. When there are wormholes next to all planets, play continues for 3 more rounds before the game ends. And the most points is going to be what determines the winner. Okay, so we've got the setup here, and it looks like we've got a modular board, because we have different setup for 1 to 3 players or 4 to 5 players. And it looks like we have some boards that are marked 4+, so you'll know which ones to utilize in a 4 to 5 player game. Talking about turn overview, each turn a player has 3 energy they may spend on moving their ship. Players don't have to use all their energy each turn, but energy can't be saved for future turns. Once per turn, players may flip their pickup token to pick up passengers. A player may perform any amount of free actions on their turn anytime before, between, or after using their energy. So you can spend 1 energy to move their ship to an adjacent space. So that's one aspect there. So we've got some free actions. We have placing a wormhole token, warping through a wormhole, dropping off passengers, or using a map feature. So it's possible we have some different planets that provide various different abilities or bonuses or features that you can utilize. So talking about picking up passengers, it looks like we'll have a deck of cards for our passengers, probably telling us what planet they want to go to. And then we got the end of the turn, and the game ends. We already saw that once each planet has a wormhole next to it, then you'll have 3 more rounds. Looks like this is non-confrontational so far. Taking a look at this, it doesn't look like there's really any way for you to majorly impact other players. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe this game design started off as like a railway game. Very possible. All right, so that's the rule book. 8 pages total. And really, the last page is more credits and special thanks. So really, 7 pages of rules. So there is the rule book there. We have some punch boards. Looks like we've got a couple of them. And these are dual-sided. So these are energy tokens. So it looks as if, do we have enough to get each player 3? Yes. So I'm going to take a guess. Each player is going to get 3 energy tokens here, look like little batteries. And when you use them, you probably flip them over. Not a clue. Whoop, upside down. Not a clue what this is. All right, first player marker. I can tell that. Maybe that's a black hole. Maybe that's a nebula. Okay, so we've got that right there. We also have some points to guess victory points, possibly. And got these here. Do these represent cards, possibly? I don't know. These are nice and thick as well. So these should hold up to a lot of repeated use. So it looks like we've got a bunch of plastic tokens here. That's pretty wild. Take a look at those in just a second. I think we've got our spaceship meeple as well. Got a bunch of cards. We might have a few decks in here. That's a possibility. And then we have our map tiles. And these are also nice and thick. Let's take a look at the map tiles here. And they are dual-sided. Are they identical on each side? Looks like it. I wonder if this is for a 4-player game because it's got that number 4 on it. Though I thought it said 4+. Don't know. We'll find out. So it looks like we've got some asteroids there. Here we've got a planet as well as some asteroids. Same here. And each of these planets are unique. They are different. The artwork is different, as I can see here. Oh, it's kind of cool. So this one has a black hole on that side. Huh. So this one has what looks like to be a destroyed planet, a dead planet. That looks like a sun. It's going supernova. A space station. That might be our starting location. This could be like a starting tile for us. Artwork's pretty cool. And each side, some of these are a little bit different. Like, for an example, the space station's taking up a lot more space, no pun intended there. And here, not so much. So quite a few of these. Aha, here's the 4+. Right there. So the numbers on, for an example, we had, there we go, 5. That must correspond with something else. And kind of cool insert. Fortunately, it's busted up a little bit there. But once again, I always point out that a lot of times companies tend to send review copies that have a little bit of damage so that someone who's actually purchasing the game isn't getting this copy. So that's okay. All right, let's take a look at these cards. It appears that we have some player aid cards. So it should have 5 of those. Yep. So it's going to give us our turn sequence, our free actions. Once per turn, we can pick up new passengers. Then we've got our scoring. So 2 victory points per passenger delivered, 1 victory point per opponent's use of your wormholes, 1 victory point or 3 victory points per exploration token, and 3 victory points for each different planet beyond 5 that you've delivered to. And then here we have our map features. Okay, so we have wild wormholes, we have nebula, we have orbits. This is when you are on an orbit, 1 energy moves you anywhere in the orbit. You have a photon cannon as well as a black hole. So 5 of those. These all just 1 deck. Yeah, looks like we've got all 1 deck. So let's look at a few of these cards. So I would think we've got a breakdown on the anatomy of the card. So should we take a guess that this is the destination for our passengers? So we're looking for that planet. And then if we deliver to that planet, we get the 2 victory points. We probably take the card and put it off to the side. That's a possibility. So we have a few that are of the same. In fact, that one's got quite a few. And then others, it looks like we've got 2 or 3 copies of them. Yeah, some of them we've got 2. The other one looked like we had like 6 copies of that. Got a few more of these. All right. And then down on the bottom portion here, they're not identical. Looks like kind of showing us where the location in the nebula would be. But that wouldn't be the case because that board is going to change every time you play. So I don't know. I'm not sure what this little bottom portion represents. Looks neat. Looks pretty cool. Cardstock's nice. I will point out that pretty decent thickness. They do not have a linen finish on them. So we've got all of these cards as well as our 5 player aid cards. There's a little baggie, a couple of baggies. I'm going to see if I can fit this deck in one of them so the cards don't go flying all over the place. Looks like I should be able to. Yep. There we go. Then we have these plastic tokens. It looks like we have 5 different colors is my guess. Sure do. Okay, so here are each of the players' ships that they're the captains of. Right there. And then we have color-coded discs here. So let's see what we've got for green. So we have with the green, and then we have a kind of a black interior there. I'm just kind of curious what we've got. We've got 4s. There's a 3. Another 3. I think that's... So we've got 2 of each. we do. We've got 2 of each number. Sweet. So we got a bunch of these. So far, it looks like these components should hold up to a good amount of repeated play, which, of course, obviously enough, is always very important. So we've got all of these discs color-coded for each of the players. We've got the 5 different spaceships that we're going to utilize to track their locations on the various different planetary boards. That's going to make up our galaxy or our universe that they'll be traveling through. We've got the deck of cards plus our player aids. A couple of punch boards with more tokens and our rule book. And that's what we find when we take everything from Wormholes outside the box. Of course, I am going to have a review of Wormholes in the very near future. Once again, the game is for 1 to 5 players, ages 10 and up, plays in around 45 minutes or so, and it's going to carry an MSRP of $49.99 when it arrives in July. All right. That is it for this time out. If you like this video, by all means, please give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel if you haven't already. And if you do subscribe, ding that bell. It'll not only let you know when I upload videos such as this first look, it'll also let you know when my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch, airs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Central, right here on YouTube. Of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all latest in gaming news, reviews, and a whole lot more that you won't find here on the YouTube channel. You know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Thank you very much for taking some time out of your busy life to check out this video. And here's hoping each and every one of you gets to enjoy plenty of great gaming with your gang. Oh, hey, you're still here. Well, if that's the case, by all means, subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel by clicking right here. Check out the latest episode of the Gaming Gang Dispatch, or find out what YouTube recommends you check out from the channel. And of course, once again, I'm Jeff McAleer. Thanks for watching.